Hello, this is Kirti Changlani. I'm from the BMM Journalism Department of VAS College of Arts, Science and Commerce, and today I'm here to review the book called Veronica Decides to Die, written by author Paulo Coelho, shedding a little light on who is Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho is an author originally based out of Brazil, and his most popular book is The Alchemist, which has sold more than 65 million copies worldwide, and he is known amongst his readers for writing life inspirational stories. Now, talking a little about the book and its story. The book revolves around the central character named Veronica. Veronica has it all: friends, family, proper education, a job, and everything a normal human aspires to have. But still, she feels like something is lacking and she doesn't want to live anymore. So one day she decides that she would kill herself, take her life by overdosing on sleeping pills. And she does it one morning, and while waiting to die, she ends up reading a magazine in which there is a sentence which says, "Where is Slovakia?" So Veronica, this character, is based originally out of Slovakia. Giving you a little context, where is Slovakia? It's a small country based in Europe. So yeah, continuing with the story, she feels like why is this question even relevant, because she herself is from Slovakia. So she ends up having this idea in her mind that she would write an email to the authorities complaining that she is very upset reading such kind of a sentence, and she is taking her life because of it. So just while in the process of dying, she does it, but she doesn't die. She ends up waking up in a mental asylum where she's told that her heart is damaged for taking those many sleeping pills, and now she is amid many mental illness patients in that mental asylum, because authorities think that she herself is a patient of mental illness. Now she's mentally ill. So now with all those many people around her, she starts interacting with them, and what follows is the classic Paulo Coelho theme of self-discovery. Now she ends up discovering herself mentally, physically, emotionally, and in all other aspects, from questioning her life to realizing the meaning of its fragile existence. That's how the story unfolds, and the rest I leave on you to read it. I like the most in this book is the poetic writing style of this. It's very beautifully poetic. Each line makes you think. The interesting aspect in this book is that it's written in late 1990s, and it was published in 1999 something. And at that time, for a book to be revolving around the aspect of mental health is quite a big thing, and thus the author has done a commendable job in portraying that. And each sentence, each chapter leaves you with something to think. I would recommend this book only and only to those people who have been into reading from quite some time. This book is not for beginners, and if I can read one or two lines from the blurb, it says, "This is a moving and uplifting song to life, one that reminds us every moment in our life is special and precious." So that is how this book is. This book itself is very precious and beautiful, and you don't have to see it as a manual to life, but rather as a reflection of life, and thus the story would resonate with you. So that's how it is. I would rate this book, I can say 4.5 on 5. It's that beautiful. So thanks for watching. This is Kirti Changlani signing off. Bye.